everyone, how you all doing? Tammy here, and welcome to Talks with Tammy tonight. What are we? The 13th of March 2019. So tonight we're going to be talking about our F oils. But before I start on those, I hope everyone's been enjoying the hey Beck, thanks for joining. Hi Ange, hey Michelle, hey Imogen. So I hope everyone's been enjoying the Copaiba challenge this week. How good is this oil? It is amazing. I hope you're all having a good time learning different ways to use it. So one of the challenges this week was to take Copaiba internally to support our nervous system. Now, in my post, I said that you could have a drop or two in a glass of water. But I don't have time for that, so what I love to do is just put it on the bottom of my mouth. So I want to show you just how easy it is to do. So all you do is you just tilt your head back and throw a few drops underneath your tongue. Like so. You get used to the taste of all the different oils. So, but if you don't like that, another way to get into your system really quickly is by placing a drop on your hand. Now this is to do with any oils that you would probably take internally, and then you just press your, I don't know if you can see that, you press your thumb into your hand where you've placed that drop and just push it to the roof of your mouth and just rub it around. So that's just going to get working and support your nervous system. So that's how I love to use Copaiba. Copaiba is great for anything pain related. So I hope you've been enjoying learning about this oil this week. So I just wanted to show you that really quickly. Hey Tab, how are you going? Hope you're enjoying your oils. Okay, so we've got our F oils tonight. So we've got Frankincense, Fennel and Forgive. Now I'm going to start with my most favourite and prized possession, and that is my frankincense. So I love Frank. I use him daily. I use him, I put a drop underneath my tongue like I do Copaiba, and I also use it in the touch. So I use this as well. So frankincense, as you know, has been around for thousands and thousands of years. So we know it goes back to biblical times where the wise men brought baby Jesus frankincense, myrrh and gold. So what I like to do for the skin is just roll it around my eyes like that and around my lines on my mouth and just rub it in with my moisturizer. So that's how I use frankincense. But he's got so many medicinal benefits as well. So we know he's good for immune support. He's great to reduce inflammation, especially with the joints. So anything skin related. So if you're someone or know someone who struggles with things like acne or age spots or stretch marks, frankincense is your #1 oil to turn to. So we've got this little catchy phrase in doTERRA that says, if in doubt, get your Frank out. So what that means is, if you not too sure, you're new to oils, you're not too sure what would be good for a particular symptom, just go to frankincense. Now I know he is one of the most more expensive oils, but I'm going to show you a little tip that I do. So these bottles that we get from doTERRA are amazing. They are such good quality. Look at the roll up top on that. Like, the quality is just amazing. So never ever throw these out. If you want to throw these out, send them to me because I'll reuse them. So what I like to do is when I get my frankincense, so we have a few promos each year where we get free frankincense. So I always take advantage of that. So what I do is I get my 15ml frankincense and I just pop the lid off this one and I put about 20 to 30 drops in this roller ball, and then I just top it up with fractionated coconut oil. So yeah, that's how how I use it, and I just find it's a more affordable way. We're not too sure what the ratio is for these for doTERRA, but I just find for my skin type, the 30 drops is enough for me. You can try less or more, whatever you're capable of, willing to do. So, so we know it's good for anti-aging. So we also know it's good for spiritual awareness, for prayer, for focus. So if you have a meditation practice, try diffusing frankincense or just anointing frankincense on your temples before you have your meditation practice. And it's just going to allow you to go deeper into that practice. Okay, so that's Frank. Next, let's talk about Forgive. So Forgive is an oil blend and part of the emotional range. It's known as, I'm going to get we all know I love looking at my emotions in an essential oils book. So what Forgive is, it's known as the renewing blend and the oil of forgiveness. So he has in him, he's got bergamot, spruce, juniper berry, lemon, myrrh, arborvitae hay, nucta tree, thyme, and citronella. So there's quite a few oils in this blend. So why would you use frankincense? Not frankincense, Forgive. Why would you use Forgive, and how would you use Forgive? So the two ways we use Forgive is aromatically or topically. We don't use this internally. So you'll use Forgive if you want to get rid of the emotional of anger or resentment or irritability or guilt, and it'll promote feelings of love and forgiveness. So if you've had a shit day at work with a co-worker, they've pissed you off, shit you off, or a loved one at home, diffuse Forgive. So get it in your diffuser, put about 8 drops in, and you can diffuse that for 8 hours, and you're going to have forgiveness all over your home or your workplace. So that's how I like to use Forgive. So now fennel. So fennel has a very sweet aroma, and it's known as the oil of responsibility. So some other uses for fennel is it's good for digestive and hormonal support. For the breastfeeding mamas out there, it's also good for increasing your milk supply. So if you're a mama who maybe you've got low milk supply, breastfeeding your bubba, just try a drop in some water, or just apply to the roof of your mouth and rub in, and that will help support your milk production. So I'm just going to read from my emotional book what fennel, the oil of responsibility. So fennel supports the individual who has a weakened sense of self. The individual may feel defeated by life's responsibilities, having little or no desire to improve their situation. Fennel reignites a passion for life. It encourages the soul to take full ownership and responsibility for its choices. Fennel teaches that life is not too much or too big to handle. Fennel encourages an individual to live in integrity with themselves despite judgment of others. When one has been paralysed by fear and shame, this oil gets them moving again. Fennel re-establishes a strong connection to the body and the self where there has been a weakness or separation. Fennel also supports an individual in listening to the subtle messages of the body. This is especially important in situations where there has been a loss of connection to the body's natural signals due to emotional eating, severe dieting, eating issues, or drug abuse. Through attunement with the body's actual needs, fennel curbs cravings for experiences that dull the sensations. Not the sensations, the senses. This oil then supports the individual in helping the body's signals of hunger, thirst, tiredness or exhaustion. Fennel is also supportive in regaining one's appetite for nourishment, food, and life itself. So fennel isn't one you'd particularly go for, but just reading that, I think I'm going to be using and playing with fennel a bit more. The oil of responsibility. So yeah, so that's what fennel does. So Anne just said, yep, need that in the workplace. Yep, I think you're thinking of Forgive. So yeah, it's a great one to diffuse. I just love how these oils support our emotional, what's going on in our emotional minds. So yeah, so that's the F oil. So we have frankincense, fennel, and Forgive. So I hope you've learned something tonight, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. And come and play along with the Copaiba challenge, because I'm going to have some special prizes at the end of the week to give out to those people who are participating. So thanks again, everyone, and enjoy your Wednesday night. See you. Bye.